Hello guys, KpShamino here with another guide for my build, my Marauder build 2.4, and this time it's going to be a leveling skill tree. So some guys ask me in the forum, and a lot of guys always ask me, how do I need to level this build? In the past I never put like a lot of time in that stuff, but now I'm going to do it because I can understand it. It's not easy. If you start this game and you got like a level 100 skill tree, it's not easy to choose what you need to take. So I made, first of all, for the guys that don't like videos and just want to read text, I made 6 steps with the talent tree under those steps how you need to go. So you can just read it on the Path of Exile website where you can find my build. I will link it under this video to a link to the website. It's 6 steps. It's very easy. Only the first 2 steps are very important, but the other steps you can choose a little bit. But I'm going to explain you guys, of course, in a video too, how you need to go. Maybe it's a little bit easier for some guys because text is always a little bit limited because you cannot give site information. Otherwise, you need to type a book. But first of all, so step 1, it's resolute techniques that you need to go. So if you start the game, just go resolute techniques. Life and damage doesn't matter a lot. If you are in normal or if you're in cruel, it's not that hard. If you are going to merciless, then you need life, you need to have DPS and all that stuff. But at the start, you can just go like, to your keystones, and that's very important. So first of all, I got like a blank skill tree here at the moment. So you need to go to resolute techniques, and that's what we are going to do. So just take those nodes. Then you take here Warrior's Blood. You go to Heart of the Warrior. Then you go to Born to Fight. Then you go to Butchery. Then you go to the north. And you keep going. Then you need to take here Tireless for the simple reason that at the moment you are still using mana. You don't have Mana Leech because Mana Leech is step 2. So Tireless is very good for life and is very good for the reduced mana cost of skills. So just take it. And then you go further. And then we are on Resolute Technique. So that's the first keystone. But here you need to take the Mace DPS too. So that's over here. So just do it like this. And you take Bone Breaker, and don't forget to take Barbarisme too. So that's step number 1. So step number 1, fairly easy, just a straight line. Of course, if you need some dexterity or you need some intelligence for your gem setup because you are using faster attacks, you are using intelligent gems too. So you can of course take those two too. It doesn't matter. It's only 2 skill points. In the end build, I'm going to take them because I need them. Because I go with my green and with my blue gems to level 20. And that's a lot of intelligence and dexterity. So step 1, very easy, straightway resolute techniques. Okay, now the main problem that a lot of guys will see that is, you need to use always that mana flask. And if you use Blasphemy with Warlord plus Hatred, you are using, I think, that 75 or 85% mana. So your mana pool is not that big. So I take for step 2 the whole time right away to Mana Leech and Vitality Void. Vitality Void is for the Life Leech. Very important too. Because at the moment you don't have Life Leech either. It doesn't matter a lot in normal and cruel because the damage that you get in is not that big. But now it's time to go to Mana Leech. That's over here. And you take Vitality Void. So that's what we are going to do. So let's get going. You just go here, you go to the south, you keep going. And here you are going to stop for a moment. You got now it shows. If your DPS is not that high, you can just take already now Executioner and Wrecking Ball. I did it like that, so let's take it. If you want to take it a little bit later and want a little bit faster Mana Leech and Vitality Void, just go first to here and then later you take the DPS nodes here. Okay, so let's keep going. We are taking Golem's Blood, a lot of HP. Here we go. And here we take Mana Leech. It's only 0.4% leeched as mana, but that's more than enough. You don't need more than that in the build. Of course, If you need more, just take a little mana leech extra, or you even can take Spirit Void, and later on, if your DPS is going higher, you can just regret those two and take the other skills that you need. Okay, so you can choose a little bit here. Of course, you need to take the Vitality Void too, and that's step number 2. So straight on, step number 2, good DPS extra. You get with Golem's Blood nice HP extra. You get, of course, the keystones, because in this build, and I think in every build, you are going to need uh, Life Leech and you need Mana Leech. And on this moment, when you got Mana Leech, you can get rid of your Mana Flask. You don't need it anymore. Okay, that was step number 2. Now it's time for step number 3. And step number 3 is going to amplify. Why are we going to amplify? For the simple reason, we want a little bit more area damage, and you want a little bit more increased radius. It's very good for the survivability, because yeah, the enemies are further, your cone on your Groundslam is bigger, and that means that they cannot hit you that fast. And on the road to amplify, you get really good life nodes and DPS nodes too. So step 3, go to amplify. So you just take this stuff, and here you stop for a moment, and I need to check my 100 build for a brief moment. So yeah, I take those nodes. So you take those nodes too here, the DPS, blunt instruments. Then you go over here, all the way to amplify. And now you are good. So step number 3 is amplify. Yeah, amplify indeed. Yeah, I'm reading at the moment a little bit on my left screen, because I need to be sure that I'm taking everything. Yeah, that's okay. So amplify, that's step number 3. So you go to amplify and you still got 48 points left. So at the moment, most of the time, you are now, I think, in cruel, almost in merciless. So merciless, that means that it's now time to work on your survivability and on your HP. So survivability, that means that you cannot get stunned. So step 4 is unwavering stance, is stun mastery, is a little bit more life with bloodless. So we are now building up the HP, that you cannot get stunned, that you stun the enemies longer, so survivability. So time to go to unwavering stance. So take this, take bloodless here too. Now we got unwavering stance, and I need to check my left screen, and I take in the level 100 build stun mastery. So this is step number 4. So now you cannot get stunned anymore. You got like a little bit more stun, a little bit more HP, so very handy. At the moment you are now in merciless, and now step number 5 is time to build up your HP. Very important, HP in this build is very important, because you're a two-hander. Two-handers, they don't have block, they don't have dodge, they just, yeah, rely on the HP and on their armor, and on unwavering stance, of course, that you don't get stunned, that you stun the enemies longer, that you got a very big radius on your Groundslam to keep the enemies away from you, because you guys know, if you jump in a pack and they hit you, yeah, you are going to die. Okay, so now step number 5 is time to go to Constitution, because that's a very big cluster of skills, and it's a lot of HP, and you just need it in this build. So let's go over there, take the jewel on the way. Jewels are always good, and just take them all here, and you're done. Simple, straight on, HP, boost for your HP, step number 5. Okay, now it's time. We are almost done with the build, so it's only 26 points left, and now you can freelance a little bit. Now it's time, step 6, to go to Art of the Gladiator, for the simple reason, a lot of DPS, a lot of life regen, a lot of life, and that's step number 6. So that's step number 6. So by now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's probably 83, 85. So now it's getting difficult to get the experience in. So I didn't make a step 7, because the last 17 points is just the remaining points. There are no keystones, it's just jewels. It's a little bit more HP, it's a little bit more damage, but I can show you guys what you can take now. So Now you can just take the jewel. So I think in the 100 level 100 build, I take this jewel. You can take here these two. This is very good too. Bloody Bludgeon. So only 12 points to go. I think that I went over here too. So you just take Devotion too. A little bit more life. Like this, and then of course 5 points left. You can just go to material experience, more DPS, more armor, and I still need to take 2 points. I need to check. I missed something on the way, but I'm not sure what. So let's have a look. Yeah, I'm just scrolling on my left screen because that was a full build. Did I miss the jewel? No, I got the jewel here. I got Unwavering. I got the jewel here too, so that looks good. Yeah, I think that I already know what I did. I took some skills in between. No, this is okay too. Yeah, it's strange. I still need to take two skill points, but it seems that my level 100 build from the website is okay now. But I guess somewhere I missed a skill, but I'm not sure. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. I said it at the start of the video. Here, the plus 30 dexterity, plus 30 intelligence. So that's how you need to do the build, guys. It's yeah, straight on, 6 steps. But you need to watch a little bit, of course. Like I already said, normal cruel is very easy. If you go to merciless, be sure that you got unwavering stance, a lot of life, that you got regeneration and all that stuff. But that are the 6 steps that you guys need to do. So I cannot say more than that. I hope this video helps you guys, the guys that want to level this build. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like the video, give me a like. If you like my channel, subscribe, please. Have fun with the Groundslam Marauder. It's a very nice build. You can go very hard with it because at the moment I'm going, yeah, I did Uber Labyrinth and it went really well, but I changed some stuff, more DPS. I'm now trying to get like Herald of Ash in my build with Enlightening and all that stuff. So it's always work in progress to get the build 100% ready. There is always something to improve in Path of Exile, but that makes the game very fun. So thanks for watching, have fun, bye bye.